Grants, color Crossroads, COVID-19, and black businesses. Now, here's your host, Dion Guillory.
Good evening, I'm Dion Guillory. Thank you for continuing this conversation on black-owned businesses with us. If you missed our recent episode of Candid Conversations, here are just a few of the things that we talked about. So we started the conversation understanding how the focus shifted onto black businesses. We know from historical context that activists such as Booker T. Washington and Marcus Garvey encouraged blacks to shop with their own many years ago. But recently, the killings of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery sparked the 2020 Black Lives Matter movement all over again and encouraged all to shop black. We also dived into the topic of how the global pandemic impacted some black businesses, leaving some to close their doors for good, many of which couldn't handle the financial strain placed on their businesses with limited access to funding. We sat down with Chris Tyson with Build Baton Rouge, and he told us about some of the major projects they have going on, and then we ended it with highlighting some local businesses right here in Baton Rouge in case you were just looking for some last-minute Christmas gifts. So you can rewatch the Candid Conversations episode and learn more about the local businesses on our website. Just click around on brproud.com. And we can't talk about black businesses without mentioning grants and funding opportunities. They're very important because you need money. A lot of grants are catered to people who are needing to jumpstart their businesses or those who have an established business. So these grants are awarded by major companies, nonprofit organizations, and even some government agencies. The National Association for the Self-Employed provides business grants worth up to $4,000 to help you grow your business. These grants can be used to help with marketing, advertising, hiring employees, or even expanding your facilities. For more information on how you can apply and any deadlines with that, you can visit nase.org. Grants.gov provides a centralized online location for grant seekers. There's information there on more than 1,000 grants. And when you're looking for business grants, all you have to do is just go to their website, select Browse Categories, and then choose Business and Commerce. Well, a lot of people look forward to this because every year Oprah Winfrey gives a list of her favorite products from black-owned or black-led businesses. These items, they can be stylish, something for your kitchen, beauty needs, because who doesn't want to look good, or even items for your furry friends. So we're going to take a look at the list, and here are some of her faves for 2020. The first item is the Telfar bag. A lot of ladies have been talking about this one. This bag is made from vegan leather, comes in various colors, and created by Telfar Clemens. Clemens started Telfar in 2005 at the age of 19. The bags range from $150 to $300, and you can view the entire collection at telfar.net, and you better get yours now because they're selling fast. Of course, if you're on Oprah's List, of course your stuff will sell fast. Next, Savage by Fenty. If you don't recognize that last name, the brand right there, started by music superstar Rihanna back in 2018. Now, this inclusive lingerie line offers sizes small to 3XL. The brand features some of the most popular influencers and celebrities as ambassadors like Megan Thee Stallion and Tabria Majors. You can shop the brand at savagex.com. Last is a card game called Black Card Revoked. This one is very fun. Let's listen to this. The concept here is it puts the player to the test in knowing their knowledge of black culture. There are several editions of the original game as well as other versions such as Angry Moms and Latino Card Revoked. You can buy Black Card Revoked on Amazon for 18 bucks. While most of us felt like crashing and burning at the start of the pandemic, one local entrepreneur was thinking about you. Anam Siddiqui takes us to one business whose goal is to promote mental wellness.
For Lakita Smith, buying candles, specifically buying her candles, has a deeper meaning.
We're not just buying a candle. You're seeding back into our communities and supporting mental wellness.
Resilient was created during the start of the pandemic. Smith began the line of candles to promote positivity and wellness when she says she felt the need to remind folks that things will be okay. For her, candles provide relaxation and come with affirmations to remind customers you are not alone in 2020.
Connection with the candles in a pandemic is simple because everyone loves candles. I love candles, and it provides just a wellness. It's easy for you to just regain focus after a long day, and it just provides a lot of balance.
The proceeds from the candles goes back to Lakita's nonprofit, Abella La Femme Society, which funds resources for those struggling with mental health and scholarships for minority women.
It is so important and prominent to support Black businesses because for hundreds of years we have been on the backs of America, and it is our time. It's our time to thrive.
Despite starting a business during a time where people were out of jobs, Lakita says she was not afraid because she knew she was doing the right thing.
I knew the money would come because I knew that the passion and the vision was there for the right reasons.
Anam Siddiqui, BR Proud.
And other than her candle business and nonprofit, Lakita is a social justice advocate, and all of Lakita's candles are homemade with soy. She plans to expand her line so she can provide more for her nonprofit. The housing market is another area that has taken a hit thanks to COVID-19, but what about the industry that develops and builds those homes? Because we know home ownership is what we call the American dream. I'm here with Anthony Kimball, founder and managing partner at Kimball Properties. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you guys having me.
So let's start here. How did you decide to get into real estate development?
I mean, for me, my parents were in the real estate. One of my best friends, his dad, my best friend Gary Temple, his dad, College Temple, one of my mentors, he was in the real estate. So real estate is something, growing up that I was around. So it was something that I understood. So when I was working in the corporate world, it really started off for me as an investment vehicle. But once I started, doing houses, building houses, I saw, what a person's living environment did for them. For me, it turned into a way to truly impact people.
Mm-hmm. And just a little side note for everybody, this is a Stanford grad here, Tulane grad school from Baton Rouge. So, your expertise on this is the reason why we asked you to come. But what were some of the obstacles that you faced along your journey when starting?
Just understanding, really, how these things are done. I mean, I had a great understanding because for the people around me, but, then, educating, my friends, people in my peer group to understand like the importance of ownership, to understand, I work in a lot of neighborhoods, that are in the urban core, that are in the inner city that have been de-invested for the last 30, 40 years. So also, a huge challenge for me is getting people back interested in these neighborhoods before it becomes like the new high place, that's, basically getting gentrified. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's just, getting people on board, whether it's that, investors, people in my peer group, banks, and just having people understanding that the buildings and the people within these inner city communities have a lot of value.
Yeah, and that value is very important. And we're still in this pandemic. It's months and months. How has it affected your business?
I will say for us, first of all, it definitely has been a tragic situation for a lot of people. So, definitely, prayers out to people who've been truly impacted by this pandemic and COVID. For us business-wise, it didn't really have a ton of impact on us. A lot of our projects are smaller. A lot of our projects we had, before the pandemic, we already owned the property. Mm-hmm. And then when looking at, and that's Kimball Properties, and then also the partner and owner in two construction companies, Blue House Construction and CMG LLC with my partner, Tess and Wade. And I will say on the service side, as our business took off for us, people were at home. And they had time now to do some of those projects or, do that addition or, go out and build that house that I may have not, did before. Mm-hmm. People had more time being home and, having, optionality and not being, sometimes in some situations chained to an office for 8 hours a day.
Right, and that's why when the pandemic first started and people were getting out of quarantine and they were first getting out, we saw Home Depots and Lowe's. Those were like the hot spots because everybody was doing these projects. Let's talk about real estate as a whole. What have you seen with the pandemic and how it's affected real estate?
I would say on the residential side, I mean, you know, we're talking to agents, you know, title attorneys. They're having some of their best years, you know, and I think that goes back to, you know, people hadn't been tied to, you know, their kids in school systems or in their office, or I needed to live in this place, you know, because my job was located. So it gave people more optionality that, you know, they may have went out and, you know, purchased that new home. So, you know, on the residential side, and, you know, you've seen, you know, strong demand and strong numbers. I think, you know, where you've seen the most impact, and is even impacting us, because we own commercial property, we own retail property, is that this pandemic has totally changed, you know, what does the office space market look like? What does the retail market look like? What does the restaurant industry and market look like, you know, here in Baton Rouge, and, you know, especially in a place like New Orleans, where, you know, those industries are such, you know, big, huge part of the, you know, the economy. So I think, you know, what is, you know, we've had to do as developers, as property owners, is like challenge ourselves to think of new concepts that's going to work in this, you know, new business environment, this new office space environment moving forward. But it's definitely presented some challenges. Yeah,
and for businesses across the board.
Yep.
For anyone who is watching right now and they're thinking about getting into real estate development, what advice would you give them?
I would say just, I think my biggest advice to people is always being able to like identify your resources. You know, for me, I had a strong social circle of friends, you know, that were professional ball players, you know, that was business owners, you know, going to a place like Stanford, people that came from family money that was, you know, able to invest in this, you know, real estate, this product that I was able, and these opportunities that, you know, but, you know, that's not everyone's situation. Your situation, your resource may be that you've saved some money, or that you have, you know, you've inherited grandma's home that, you know, you now own outright. And it's like being able to identify those resources and then connect the dots on those other resources that you have to then be able to produce a successful project.
Yeah. What does the future look like for Kimball Properties?
We've been scaling fast, and we just moved into our office space, Legacy on 14th Street, which is a kind of a shared office space, place you can kind of, you know, also come do social events. We have a rooftop deck, so we just moved into that office space in South Baton Rouge, so that's been exciting, and really just continuing to, we have a ton of projects coming up in the South Baton Rouge government area, and just continue to scale, continue to grow and produce quality small multifamily projects. And really for us, the biggest thing I'll also say is building neighborhoods that accommodate all people.
Yeah.
You know, that's truly, you know, something that we task ourselves with. So you know, it's exciting to see, you know, some of this work we're doing in these neighborhoods, see where it goes 5, 7, 10 years from now.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens in that period of time and also in 2021.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Anthony Kimball, founder and managing partner at Kimball Properties. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
We want to encourage you to buy black this holiday season, and to help you do that, we're going to share a few local businesses we found that have some awesome last-minute holiday deals. All right, starting with some household cleaning brands, Miller & Jack produces sanitizer and disinfectant solutions for the healthcare industry and consumers. Their products include wholesale hand sanitizers, gels, liquids, sprays, and disinfectants. And of course, during this pandemic, we need all of that. Miller & Jack is a proud American-owned and operated company based in Milton, Louisiana. Now, if you need some custom crafts, we have Omega Craft House. This company specializes in custom-made drinkware, dominoes, tic-tac-toe games, and more. So if you're planning a group trip, bridal party, or a big event, make sure you check out Omega Craft House by visiting their website at omegacrafthouse.com. All right, so if you need something fab to add to your living room, dining room, or even outdoor patio, call David at David's Custo Fab. Listen to this. He makes custom furniture for people that's made to last for decades. His furniture is mostly traditional, as you can see here, but very strong and sturdy. His purpose is to give you your money's worth and top-notch quality. All right, of course you got to look good, so let's talk about some Apparel Savvy and Company designs, hand paints, sews, and, well, a lot there. They work their magic to create original designs for each customer while providing exemplary customer service. Sanika Abdul Aziz is the owner, and she says she prides herself in customizing each piece as a one of one. While she typically focuses on sneakers, Sanika has also designed handbags, wallets, hats, home decor, denim jackets, and even some furniture pieces. R&B Exclusives is a local sleepwear brand that currently caters to women's sizes small to 5X, so everybody's covered here. Owned by cousins Rasha Richard and Brianna Augustus, their goal is to make every woman they encounter feel beautiful in their skin and relax comfortably as they head to bed. And you can see in those pictures the different designs they have. They offer shipping as well as local pickup in the Baton Rouge area. They want you to always remember to be raw, be bold, but most of all, be exclusive. And I've been told you better ask about their slippers. SMPD Legacy Apparel strives to share the courageous stories of Black people in America. Their brand is designed to promote conversations about historic people of color whose legacies are not traditionally shared. They are utilizing technology and fashionable apparel to promote the legacy of our ancestors to the next generation. The company also has a showcase of products on display at the USS Kid Museum. Well, everyone needs a few good accessories. If you have kids, small nieces or nephews, check out Milani Paris. Milani Paris is a company that makes handmade children's clothing. They are well known for their custom children's bell-bottom uniform sets. They're very popular. They've expanded their brand by adding masks and head wrap sets and jewelry, so you can definitely slay during the pandemic in an authentic Milani Paris set. All right, bear with me here. A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. I can't sing, but you know where I'm going here. Help your little ones learn in style with Liu Creations. The brand offers custom handmade resin accessories. They initial keychains, hair clips, earrings, coasters, bookmarks, ABC kits, spelling kits, and name magnets. The letters, of course, can be used to help your little ones practice spelling their names, so you get something great and a lesson in one. That will, of course, definitely keep them busy during the Christmas break. Hey, any lady out there need a new handbag? Well, Fab Boutique is a unique clothing and handbag company. This one-of-a-kind boutique is inclusive with their sizing, provides excellent customer service, and offers installment payment plans if they are needed. You can find out more about this brand by visiting their website at fabboutiqueetc.com. Well, Beautiful Weirdos is a community welcoming everyone who has ever been labeled weird or judged for making the decision to connect with their higher power. There is no traditional route when it comes to growth and spirituality. From this point on, stop comparing your path to others. Take a deep breath, light an incense or sage, and prepare for an adventure. The company offers tools such as healing stones, crystals, and tips on how to release the noise of negative self-talk. Well, are you looking for trend-setting, handcrafted, and one-of-a-kind jewelry? Well, look no further, because your style should never be compromised. Try unique styles while their focus is uniquely crafted earrings and rings. No matter what type of jewelry you're looking for, their pieces are designed to be unique, fashionable, and fun to wear. And you can see it from these pictures here. Our Brunette brand is a luxury watch company and lifestyle brand owned and operated by 26-year-old Richard Brunette. Now, the brand focuses heavily on details and quality, as each timepiece is sourced from African wood. Take a look at this. These are very unique. So if you are in need for a new timepiece or just want one to add to your collection, head to ourbrunettebrand.com. Well, we've got a serious sweet tooth, and I'm more than sure that you do too. So Brown Magic Sweets is an online pastry shop right here in Baton Rouge. They specialize in making gourmet cheesecake made with signature Brown Magic pralines, or pralines. However you want to say it, it's good. And it's the crust. That's just the start there. They even have mini bites and even sell cheesecake by the slice on Sundays. Can I get an amen? Yes, all orders are made fresh, but most importantly, they're made with a touch of magic and love, or as they like to say, from the kitchen with love. Oh, that looks so good. Well, moving on to beauty products, you want to look your best at all times. Radiant Beauty Bar is about making people feel good about themselves, all while looking amazing. They love to enhance and accent smiles through cosmetic teeth whitening, tooth gem services, and teeth whitening products. The brand is all about beauty, fashion, and self-care, and of course, health. They want everyone to feel beautiful, and their motto is, radiance starts with you. At RBB, they value client care, customer service, and superior experience. Well, if you're looking for something unique, experience PaintSavy, the web's newest virtual party entertainment and arts and crafts supply company. Of course, at this time, we can't really gather a lot, so this is perfect. So all you have to do is just grab a drink, take a seat, and enjoy a sip and paint party, or get the kids and supplies and enjoy a fun and entertaining online painting event. Join PaintSavy for a one-of-a-kind adventure in art. Their virtual paint parties deliver the magic, where experienced artists will guide you step by step through creating a featured painting, all within the comfort of your own home. Experience PaintSavy today. It's a fun and exciting experience. Well, it is time to preach. Yes, it's a board game that is a great option for game night. It's a fun, creative, and exciting way to sharpen your communication skills as a believer. All you do is spin the spinner, pick the card that the spinner lands on, and think about the content on that card and preach about it, whatever comes to your mind. It could be Burger King, have it your way, or even I have to fight every night to prove your love. It's complete fun for the entire family. Well, that does it for this month's Holiday and Shop Black edition of Color Crossroads. We challenge you to do more research and not only shop black, but shop local this holiday season. The pandemic, as we all know, has changed so many lives, and you'll never understand how big shopping small is to a local business owner. Thank you for watching. I'm Dion Guillory. Good night.